PDP is in deep mess right now. In Ibadan, the national convention is going ahead, despite two court orders pulling in opposite directions. One judge in Abuja said stop, another in Oyo said go. FCT Minister Wike is furious. PDP elder Bode George isn't backing down. As they disagree over planned convention, 4 governors stormed Ibadan yesterday, rallying delegates. Thousands are flooding Lekan Salami Stadium as we speak. This isn't just a convention, it's a power war for 2027. Watch this video to the end.
Let me bring in yet another view into this matter, because this is highly legal, because I'm wondering how the party will move forward from here. There's a man who is also highly invested in the matter of the PDP. His name comes up right every other time. As the FCT minister, Wike, former governor of River State, who is on the telephone with us. I understand that he's in Lagos, maybe en route to Ibadan. Minister of the FCT, Wike, thank you so much for joining us on the program. You are headed towards Ibadan, isn't it? Is that, if I'm right? Because I understand that you are in Lagos at the moment.
Sure, thank you very much. That's good guidance to bad rubbish. I came to Lagos to celebrate with my very good friend, the former governor of Ekiti State, Ayodele Fayoshi. My other brother will be celebrating his 65th birthday tomorrow. So I'll be here with all our friends to celebrate with him. You know, Shehu, I'm not the kind of person that will say one thing and then I turn around to say another thing. I'm a respecter of the law. I'm a believer in the rule of law. I have had Suleiman video. I've had our father, Chief Olamode John, was unfortunate, very unfortunate, at the level of Chief Olamode George. You know, don't understand the difference between a substantive judgment and an ex parte order that was made by a court. The Federal High Court on the 31st of October had all counsel. I gave judgment that over 20 senior advocates appeared. And again, sooner than video went to court, challenging the party that cannot continue with the convention because it denies me my rights. You know me too well. I have not been in a good relationship or talking ties with the Lamido. We have not even spoken to each other. But the point remains that the court gave final judgment today. Our father, your former deputy national chairman, will come to tell the public that the court in Ibadan gave the judgment. The court in Ibadan did not give the judgment. The court in Ibadan gave an ex parte order. And then I extended that ex parte order. Are you now telling us that the ex parte order will override a substantive judgment of a court that even has jurisdiction? But anyway, that is for the court. I'm not here to lawyers, I'm here to argue. And I'm saying, I'm always having said, the Supreme Court has said internal affairs of the party. Shaming is very ridiculous. How do you go to this entire Supreme Court? We're not talking about candidates of party. We're not about leaders. We're talking about, look, you have to follow the Constitution. You have to follow Electoral Act. You have to obey INEC guidelines and your own Constitution. If you breach this, then you cannot. And they forget acts of the judge. Did you read the Omotocho's judgment? What was the bone of contention? What was the challenge? If we had 6 reliefs there, 5 reliefs against INEC, INEC, as you have a duty by law to make sure parties allow internal democracy by following what the Constitution says, by following what the Electoral Act says, by following what the INEC guidelines says, and by following what their own Constitution says. We're not talking about...
Just a moment, Governor Wike. You and some of those who disagree with what is going on in the PDP at the moment, it does look like those who are in Ibadan having a good time. The thing that the party needs to move forward. They are of the opinion that some of you are holding down the party and want to kill the party. They are going ahead with the convention and they don't care about whatever that is going on.
No. Again, this is the problem I want to tell people. Impunity. None of them there, even Bode, all of them there. Bode has said the party is united. Ask him. Since 1999, as united as the party is, have we won anything in Lagos? Have we won anything in Lagos? When he was deputy national chairman of the party from 1999, have we won anything? A united party, as he said. So I tell you today, it is only in my state where you have members of National Assembly as PDP, where you have all the members of the State Assembly as PDP. In Lagos, what do you have? So if there are people who want to talk about the party, who are supporting the party, making the party to be united to move forward, I think that it is weak. And what was it? Did you know that the Wabara-led Board of Trustees set up a committee to look into this matter? Have you seen the report of the committee they set up? The committee told them, listen, if you want this party to be united, if you want this party to move forward, stop this now. All these big and things are saying that is a court judgment from Ibadan. There's no court judgment in Ibadan.
All right, Minister, just a moment. Minister, just a moment. Because some of the things that you said, Chief Bode George would like to quickly respond to it. Just for a moment, sir.
I am shell-shocked. Yes, I'm not a lawyer, but I went to school. I could read and write and interpret. I was just talking about Lamido. Because if he had attended the last INEC meeting of the party, and the INEC people who are present, you would have seen that the party was following its own system. I am shocked when individuals head out. You are saying, Chief Bode, I'm not a lawyer, and I thank God that I'm an engineer, because we have exact science. All this interpretation, you said the court gave a finality with what he wrote. Everything he wrote in that judgment contradicted the directives of the Supreme Court. And for fuck's sake, what you should do, that is the primus inter pares. We listen to it.
The minister just said that the judgment, whatever that some of you are following, that you insist that you are going ahead with that convention, with the or your court order, which is an ex parte order, cannot be more than a judgment, a substantive judgment of court. That is what he's saying.
He said it should not be something of the court. I am not a lawyer, and I'm glad that I'm an engineer.
But he's inferring that if anybody going to that convention is acting illegally, and that convention is illegal.
No, it is not illegal. This party is not owned by an individual. And I'm talking to him as my political son. He got his own judgment.
Minister Wike, you heard what Chief Judge said. The Chief Judge says the party is not owned by one person. He's talking directly to you. He said you are his political son, and the party is bigger than all of you.
It is illegal, and the only time we can...
I've never had any relationship with Chief Bode. Remember, when Bode wanted to run as chairman of the party, he found that one of those who stopped him. At that convention, he had to withdraw. We told him no way. And that was the convention that produced Chief Uche Secondus. So what we are saying, he talked about NIC meeting. NIC meeting said, do congresses of Ebonyi. NIC meeting says, do congresses of Southeast. NIC meeting says, do congresses of Anambra. Ask him, have those congresses been done? Ask him. He's talking about INEC was there. Has he taken time to read the 95 pages and just support your judgment. It is not about you being emotional. Sitting in your house as an elderly person, I understand how he feels. This is the way he wants it. But again, I want to tell you, even the so-called Congress that was held in Lagos, Chief Bode was angry. He called the National Finance Secretary, Battl, that he was going to fight Sheyi Makinde, who wants to take the secretary. We were all there together. He didn't know we were all there together.
Minister Wike, just give me a moment, please. Chief Bode, just give me a moment. We're due for another break. We'll be right back after this time out, everyone. Thanks so much, everyone, for staying with us. We've gotten to the very end of the program. Chief Bode, Judge, tomorrow and going forward, where does the party go from here? We just have 30 seconds to close.
Listen, the party is solid. No individual has any authority over our party. Every decision made is collective responsibility, and we are proud to state that he has openly declared that he's going to vote for the president Tinubu. And how can you still be talking and be whining about our party?
All right.
You are the ones now translating this and that. Everything he has done, he said he will not come to our meetings anymore. So why is he still?
Judge, so let's close. Let me get Governor Wike's final thought. Judge, we just have 30 seconds to close. Governor Wike, where does your party go from here? Dire situation, what's the way forward? 30 seconds, please.
Just let us show to Nigerians, we are not a binding organization. Let us show to Nigerians, we believe in the rule of law. You cannot be a party disobeying court judgments, and then you say you want to take over the realms of governance. It's not possible. People like Bode John, with their wealth of experience, even though he said he's not a lawyer, but he should not be discussing what he does not have the fact and knowledge about. Let us obey the judgment of the courts, not an ex-party order, so that we cannot see them. People like Senator Spaki have said that the committee they set up, headed by Wike have come up to say, look, stop this thing.
All right.
Let's put our house in order.
All right.
And you don't want to obey it.
We're totally out of time. Well, Governor Wike.
They're meeting about for a party. For a party. They can go ahead to gyrate. They can gyrate.
All right.
At the end of the day.
Governor Wike.
The majority of the members of the party know that this party is the Iroko political party in Nigeria. There's no organization that will not have disagreement or debate. There will be all kinds of things. But the ability of the managers to be able to tell themselves the truth is a measure to the Nigerian public which political party can be trusted. I listened to comments. First of all, I want to reassure you that this party is solid. This party is undivided. And the way, things went on, I am hell shocked that he took the party to court. The last NEC meeting we had, NEC is the next most powerful committee to the National Convention. At that NEC meeting, the dates for collection of forms, those who wanted to contest, were stipulated. What they are supposed to do, when they are supposed to return the forms, were all well stated and approved by NEC. That is the procedure. Now, my brother got it all wrong. For about a month or so, everybody who wanted to collect forms who apply, paid the normal dues, and they give you the form. But on his own side, he came physically on the very day that the return of forms closed. Of course, with his status. If he had called them earlier or told them that I want to take this form on so, they will oblige him because of his status. But to now carry that and now went to court because they didn't give you the form. That day was the last day to return the forms. So did he do what is right? I just heard about the judgment by another court there in Abuja. For God's sake, the Supreme Court has ruled that all these kind of issues, political issues,
Chief Judge, as it is right now, I see that you are not yet in Ibadan because I'm familiar with the background. This is your house in maybe in Lugard or the other side.
I'm in Lugard.
You are in Lugard in Ikoyi. So I see that I'm not sure you are even planning to go. Is it going to go on?
Of course, the convention will go on. The court that under Justice Akitola has given his own judgment. He stated that, look, the order to continue our operations is being extended till Monday next week, and that he will give his own judgment on the 8th of December. Now, Lamido has come with his own. There is a judgment in Ibadan stating emphatically.
Are you inferring, Chief Judge? Are you inferring that there might be some intentions that Mr. Lamido has, other than the fact that he wanted to run? Because you said that he came on the last day. He meant that he came late and when things could not have been remedied. Are you inferring that his intentions were ulterior?
He did not attend. Wait a minute. He did not attend the NEC meeting where all these decisions, the beginning of the sale of the funds and the end of your returning the funds, and in the form, there is no way he could have completed it on that day because it's a last day. There are people he will request from the 6 geopolitical zones to endorse his form. For God's sake, he's an elder of the party.
Chief Judge, give me a moment. Give me a moment, Chief Judge, for a moment.
Wike wants control. The governors want loyalty. PDP is cracking live in real time. Make sure you share your thoughts on this video. Like, share and subscribe for more updates.